What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Ruin a Randomer. Today I decided to add, if any of you have been on my main channel before, I used to run a series called Shooting for Silverware, where I'd go into a cup and show you the highlights of the cup, whether I won or lost, but as long as I got to the final. So today I decided to go for the Ultimate Tournament Cup. The prize for that is 2 gold packs. So yeah, I went into it. I came up against some amazing teams, as you can see with this first team as well, just like some incredible teams. But what I'm going to do today, guys, is something I like to call question time. I ask for questions on Twitter, people send me the questions and I answer them. So it's going to be no real talk about the gameplay today, you just get to watch and enjoy the gameplay, and all the talk is going to be about the questions. So the first question is, what is your favourite type of ice cream? From Mark. My favourite type of ice cream is probably Ben & Jerry's have one where they have like Rolos in it or something. I can't remember what it's called. That's pretty good. I also like just like vanilla ice cream. Pretty boring really, but I like ice cream with nuts in. They're probably my favourite types of ice creams. Hit 'em on the break says, what do you think of the UT update? I think it's really good. It's certainly helped me in the sense that I can now go back to my original router and I don't have to use a Netgear router. I can use my Virgin router and it allows me to play. And that obviously gives me much better connection speeds and whatnot, so it's good in that sense. And I think the new tournaments and the new style of tournaments are amazing. The fact that you can now earn packs for tournaments, and I've just actually been playing on my main account for my main channel. I've been playing the St. Patrick's Day tournament and I won it, and for winning it you get 7,500 coins and a premium gold pack, and for winning it a second time around you would have got, I would have got 15,000 coins and 1 premium gold pack, but unfortunately there's not enough time for me to actually win the tournament again now, because there's only half an hour left and I would have had too many games to play. But that would have been the result of winning it for a second time, which would have been really, really nice. But this tournament that we're playing in now, if you win it once you get, like I say, the 2 gold packs. If you win it a second time you get 5,000 coins and 1 gold pack. Like I say though guys, look at the teams I'm coming up against. This is some absolutely incredible teams. So the update on a whole I thought was very good. I like the new chemistry bars, I like the new formation bars. I think it's all pretty sexy. Sean Shanahan says, your thoughts on Torres and his performance? My thoughts on Torres are, he is a striker massively bereft of confidence. Like when you look at it, it's like, I don't know, it's hard to put into words. Like there's been a few people, like imagine Shamak, you know, he's in the same boat. He just never scores anymore. He's having a real hard time. Torres was the same. Obviously Torres scored 2 goals against Leicester yesterday, and although Leicester are only a mid-table championship team, the 2 goals for Torres will do mountains for his confidence. You'll see him come back. I fully expect him to end up scoring another 8 or 10 goals before the Premiership's up now. Just that relief of him putting the ball in the back of the net will be, you know, awesome for him. And I'm genuinely happy for the guy. I posted on Twitter when he scored. I was happy for him. I think he's a world-class footballer, you know, and he deserves it. He's looked in all honesty, since his last season at Liverpool and then going to the World Cup and playing for Spain, he looked bad in the World Cup. It was almost as if he'd given so much to Liverpool in that season that he had no energy left, and he's not had a break since, you know, so it's obviously been real tough for him. But yeah, I'm glad for him, and hopefully he goes on to make, you know, a good recovery and go back to the player that he used to be. Next question is from Corey Crab. It's another Torres question, I'll ignore that. iCarms HD says, favourite comedian and do you watch cage fighting? Yes, I watch cage fighting, massive UFC fan. I seem to miss a lot of the, this is the most horrific own goal as well. He didn't mean to pass that back either. So yeah, I love UFC. I tend to miss a lot of them simply because I just never really have information as to when they're on. But if somebody could always link me, that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, I do love cage fighting, and my favourite comedian right now is probably Michael McIntyre. I think he's hilarious. David Mongi says, you on Pussy Patrol? Hell yeah. Dylan Barrett says, what do you think of Michael Liete? He's a good player, but he's a bit too weak, unfortunately. Like, if you look at Ultimate Team, look at the players that are amazing in real life, but not great on Ultimate Team. You've got players like Walcott, Lennon, Messi, just because they're just really weak. You know, Giovinco is another one. Like, he's super fast, 5-star skills, like, you know, an amazing player, but in general, it's real hard to play the game with him because he's just not strong enough. Jack Kent says, what type of player do you think Arsenal need? I think we need a tank player who isn't shy on the ball. We need a lot of players, man. Like we definitely need some midfield generals, like a Michael Essien type of player, which Alex Song could fit that role. But you know, you want someone experienced. Like the primary structure of Arsenal is fantastic. Like our first team, I fully believe will do justice against any first team. You know. If you look at the likes of having, you know, the full team for me would be Gibbs at left back, Szczesny in goal, Sanyo at right back, Vermaelen and Koscielny as centre back. Then in midfield I would play Arteta, Wilshere and Song, and up front obviously Van Persie, and I'd have Oxlade-Chamberlain and you know, either Walcott or Gervinho. And I think that as a starting 11 is an amazing team. Like it's like without doubt a championship contending team. The problem is once we lose one or two of those players, the players that come in after that are very, very low quality players. Like, you know, Jenkinson is not good enough. Ramsey still needs a few seasons before he's at his like absolute best. Shamak is nowhere near good enough. You know, we've just got a lot of these players that just aren't there. You know, they're not ready. So, you know, again, Diaby, like, I'm sure if he had a run of games and full fitness, he would be amazing, but it's not the case, unfortunately. Toast says, what shoes are you wearing now? I'm not wearing any. I'm actually wearing odd socks right now. Ryan Fitzsimos says, who in your opinion is the best striker in the Premier League, and do you play COD? Well, the best striker in the Premier League at the moment, without any shadow of a doubt, is Robin Van Persie. There's not a person on the planet that could argue that fact. He's easily the best striker in the Premier League this season. Do I play COD? Yes, I do. Slim Tube says, would you rather have a 9-inch dick but 1mm wide, or a 1mm dick and 9 inches wide? That's a very bizarre question to ask. I couldn't even imagine what that would look like. I'll probably go for the first option. And I'll answer one or two more, hopefully we've got enough time. But we're opening the packs now. I didn't get anything amazing, unfortunately, but yeah, you get to see what I got out of the packs. Jordan McDonald says, best COD in your opinion makes change from a FIFA question. The best COD in my opinion was Call of Duty 4. I found the Call of Duty 4 game amazing. Like, I played it for a while, and I was awful. Like my kill death ratio was like 0.7. I had somewhere around like 15,000 kills, and I don't know what that would be, but like 25,000 deaths. And I'd hated World at War so much that I carried on playing COD, and I pretty much exclusively played Search and Destroy, but I eventually got my kill death ratio up to like a 1.2, so it took a long time to do that, and doing it on Search and Destroy as well, you can imagine how many, you know, I was going like 15-0, 15-1, 12-1s in like S&D, because like there was just so many easy grenade shots and stuff at the start on Search and Destroy. And when you played in a clan, it was easy. But I think that game, in terms of gun balance, maps, spawns, was just the absolute best Call of Duty game that I've played. And Black Ops was a close second, but I think in general it was COD 4. So this is the end, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you could hit that like button, it would mean a lot to me. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Cheers.